what I want to say with this video is that you need to believe in that world that exists in between, and not just the 3D. Okay, because the 3D is, if you've ever seen the movie Matrix, you would understand that, like, it's just a cage. Okay, it's just a cage for your soul. So you know that it said that, like, our souls go through, many reincarnations. The soul is never destroyed. It just, like, when the body becomes old, it just sheds it and goes into a new body, right? It is exactly that. It's like our 3D, our body is a cage for our soul, for the energy, for the life source that exists. So similarly, when you understand that there is a world that goes beyond this 3D, because otherwise there would be no intuition, otherwise there would be no, manifestation, otherwise whatever you affirmed, it won't come true. All right, you need to completely believe in this. And there is one more people for whom magic doesn't work. Those are the people who lust for results, who came to magic only and only to serve their own purposes. It's like lust, it's like greed. And most of the time that doesn't work, because I'll tell you what. Say for example, if you are, like, I'll tell you why it doesn't work. Okay, it's a very interesting one. Say for example, you're lusting for money. Okay, if you're lusting for money, you will feel poor. Okay, and generally money energy is actually such a multiplied energy. If you feel poor, okay, it won't come to you. All right, but the more and more you feel rich, it will start coming to you. So money, with if you have a lot of greed for it, then it will stop the flow automatically. Say for example, for love, if you are lusting for results, the spirits that are responsible for love, generally they won't even come, they won't even show up. Okay, like, say for example, and there is no, I wouldn't say love, but for attraction spells I use Astaroth. Okay, Astra is a great demon, and I absolutely love her. Fact is, she doesn't show up for people who are so desperate, because she's like, I can't satisfy this person, so I am not, like, whatever this person does, I can't change another person, I cannot create another person for them, so I'm not going to entertain this. Okay, I'm not going to go for something that is not, they won't benefit from it. Astro doesn't do it. Say for example, for beauty spells, again, same story. Aphrodite, she won't show up for people who are lusting for results. Okay, Aphrodite won't show up for those people, because her energy is like so abundant. It's like, you know what, I'm a goddess, kiss my feet. Okay, she literally shows up like that. And I have learned a lot of my techniques from Aphrodite, Venus, and some other goddesses, but their manifestations for me, at least, it's exactly like that. Like, I'm a goddess, kiss my feet. Where's my favorite glass from where I drink? Okay, where's my necklace? Where's this? Where's that? So she's exactly like that. Okay, she won't show off her, like, are the results guaranteed? No. Like, beauty understands that tomorrow it can change. So it will again repeat the process tomorrow. Like, this entire makeup and this entire hair and this entire nail and this entire this, it'll all get repeated. You know why? Because it knows that it needs to serve it every day. Which goddess? Which goddess wouldn't want you to serve her every day? And that's exactly what you do. You serve yourself. You are the goddess, you are the embodiment of it. And also, if you have the heart, you serve a higher goddess. Okay, so that's how your relationships get made. And say for example, for, okay, so these are three type of magic I covered. Why it doesn't work for people who are lusting for results. The fourth type of magic, negative magic, you want somebody else's harm. I respect that too. Okay, I am not going to police you here. To each their own. Even if I stop you, you're not going to listen to me. And people who do, they get their results as well. So you want to do somebody else's harm. You are lusty and greedy, and you want the results fast. You want them to go down. You are waiting for that moment. Okay, and you are in such a low vibration that those spirits will generally attach to you and feed on you, because You are giving off the exact vibe, that the energy that they feed on. That's exactly what. And you see, that is the reason, because it is the energy that lower entities feed on. Okay? Entities that will harm you, entities that will take it away from you, it'll entities that will make you weaker. Okay? They will, even if you instruct them to harm others, they will first harm you because you are an easy target. Yeah, if you have a lot of protection and everything, if you are a master of magic, firstly, you wouldn't be in this position of lust and greed for results. As I said, I am not policing you for the reasons you are doing this. I am saying what state you are in. Okay? The reasons can be any. I don't have any problem with any kind of reasoning, baby. So I have a problem with the state that you're in. You have good reasons. You want a person to go down. That person has been very bad. The person needs to be served their karma. But you do those spells, the spirits start working on you first. They start extracting from you first. Why? Because you're giving off that energy. And that is the exact same reason that if you are giving off that energy, how will this kind of energy, say for example, if you are doing, say, attraction spells or money spells, how will this kind of energy attract higher deities that will give you money and beauty and love? How is that even possible? Just think about it. That, like, say for example, how is it possible that a princess and say a handmaiden, okay, how is it possible that they will have the same energy and they will have the same etiquette and they will have the same, choices? That's the entire point. It's choices. Okay, so you need to become, say, if you forget about deities, if you want to even be, say, wealthy, you need to be at least a version, even if you have nothing, your mindset inside your mind, okay, and a little bit of 3D, little bit of it, okay, it needs to be in that absolutely gorgeous billionaire era where you are queen or king. You still are, you don't have money in your pocket, but you're still our king, okay, you still are king. And king doesn't earn his or her own money, okay, other people give it to them. So you have to have that energy, and it's not fake it till you make it. It isn't fake it till you make it, but yes, if you want to start on this journey, you somewhere you will have to fake it a bit, at least in the start, okay, but then you can't keep faking it and keep making it, all right, because at some point reality will come. That is the reason that it's not possible to completely change a person, because you know what, like, say for example, suppose somebody does some spells to completely change me and make me, say, very athletic. I'm not athletic, okay, so, and make me very athletic. My family is going to start doubting that what happened to her, okay, like, this, she wasn't like this, okay, so what happened to her? And when people doubt, and when people even do some digging and some work, okay, and people naturally would, you won't find a person, it won't be like that, they don't have anybody looking after them or even noticing what is happening, okay, they will easily pull out. It's not, once you know exactly the problem and you can find the problem, and if you haven't done something like so negative on them, or, and you know what, it's like doing something so negative on them, you need to do a lot of things. You need to be quite active yourself, probably even feed them stuff, okay, like feed them stuff that they with their food, okay, like, say for example, the recipe for the pasta recipe, the red pasta recipe, okay, so people who know that what I'm talking about. But yeah, so if you want to do it at that level, you need to go into that, you need to have that reach. You know what, people who are there's a reason why people who do the most amount of damage are the closest to you, because they have the maximum amount of reach. It's like, say for example, only a few people will be able to reach my neck, okay, other people, they might be able to reach my hand, my feet, my something else, but there will only be a certain few amount of people that I have allowed to even come so near me that they can hold my neck. So it's like that. So all in all, I hope I could give you guys a little bit of insight about magic, and I guess I'm going to be starting a few of my classes soon. So if anybody's interested in knowing and studying more about magic, especially hoodoo, herbal, root work, and conjure work. So herbal root work is using the power of herbs, okay, and just like and they have been used for centuries. Okay, this is like, I would say, one of the oldest magic, and a form of magic. Hoodoo is actually a form, the one I practice. Okay, because hoodoo has a lot of different versions. So the one I practice, it's actually, I have done a lot of research on it, and it is actually one of the oldest. It's like, it is present in almost every religion, like hoodoo magic. Okay, like it's present in Italian folklore, it's present in Indian tantra, it's present in Indian ayurveda, it's present in Chinese medicine, and it is present in so many other forms. Okay, and also in Ruhani magic, also in Islamic magic, it has been used. And then there is Arabic magic, then there is Solomonic magic, which also uses some of the hoodoo principles. So what exactly is herbal magic is, it uses the power of herbs and centuries old wisdom. It is the energy that the herb emanates. And conjure is when you use spirits, when you call on spirits and deities. So I think I would be doing a workshop on that soon, or taking classes on them soon. So if anybody's interested, you can contact me here. My Insta handle is at Huru Hurvaker, and I would really appreciate if you guys can leave a thumbs up to encourage me, because it really I think that that is a good motivator for me, because I hardly am able to make videos because I have a huge work pressure. I'm doing readings every day, I'm doing spells every day, I'm dispatching orders every day, I'm making candles and soaps and stuff. So it's like a huge deal for me to be able to make videos. I would really appreciate if somebody appreciated me. Okay, so take care. I hope you guys have a great time. Bye bye, take care.